Since the dawn of human awareness, a quiet cry has echoed through every soul. Who am I? Why am I here? What is the meaning of this life I'm living? These are not questions of the mind, but of the spirit, etched into the marrow of our being. And no achievement, no relationship, no distraction can silence their call. Carl Jung, a pioneer of the inner world, dared to say what few would. The truth we seek will never be found out there. It waits, hidden in the shadows within. This is the soul's journey. We are born whole, but we forget. Life teaches us how to wear masks, how to perform, how to survive. We become experts in the outer world, yet strangers to our own depths. But beneath the surface noise, something ancient stirs, a presence, a knowing, a hunger to remember who we truly are. And so the journey begins, not forward but inward, not toward more but toward meaning, not into the world but into the soul. In Jung's view, each person is born with a self, an inner wholeness, complete and radiant. This self contains all that we are, the light we show the world and the shadow we try to hide. But we don't start out whole. We begin life fragmented, unaware of who we truly are. As we grow, we build a version of ourselves to navigate the world, a mask we wear, a voice we practice, a story we tell. This is the ego, the conscious part of the psyche. The ego helps us function. It gives us identity. It helps us make decisions, relate to others, and survive in society. But the ego is not the whole story. Beneath the ego lies a vast realm Jung called the unconscious. It holds everything we've forgotten, everything we've repressed, everything that never reached the surface, instincts, memories, dreams, archetypes, and the unknown. To move forward, the soul must descend. This is the encounter with the shadow, the parts of ourselves we deny, repress, ignore. Jung wrote, "The most terrifying thing is to accept oneself completely." But that is the first step toward wholeness. The shadow doesn't always show up as a monster. It may appear in a dream, in the people we judge, in sudden emotions we don't understand. By facing it, not running, we begin to reclaim lost parts of ourselves. What once seemed dark becomes a source of power. As we go deeper, we meet another powerful force, the anima or animus, the soul image of the opposite gender within. For Jung, the anima in men and the animus in women represents a bridge to the deeper self. They are not simply gendered energies. They are guides, messengers, and sometimes tricksters. This is where the great integration begins. Logic and emotion, strength and vulnerability, mind and soul, masculine and feminine. The goal of the soul's journey, according to Jung, is not to become someone new, but to become who you truly are. This process is called individuation. Individuation is not about perfection, it's about integration, bringing the conscious and unconscious into harmony, honoring the ego, but no longer being ruled by it. The self is not the ego. It is the center and totality of the psyche. It often appears in dreams and myths as the wise old man, the divine child, or the mandala, a symbol of unity, balance, and inner wholeness. Individuation doesn't remove suffering. It doesn't erase the trials or silence the questions, but it gives them meaning. The pain becomes part of the path. The cracks become the way the light gets in. To individuate is to return home to yourself, not the person the world told you to be, but the self you were born to remember, once the soul has glimpsed its deeper truth. The journey is not over. Now comes the return. Just like the hero in mythology, the one who descends must come back, not to escape the world, but to live in it more fully. The individuated person carries their light into the darkness, not to preach, but to be, to embody what they've learned, to help heal not only themselves, but their community. Jung believed that if more people undertook this inner work, society itself could transform. The collective unconscious, the psychic layer we all share, would begin to evolve. Every soul that turns inward helps reshape the outer world. One person's healing becomes everyone's hope. The soul's journey is not a straight line. It spirals, it deepens, it returns, and it begins. The moment you choose to look within, the soul's journey is not linear, it's a spiral. We circle through growth, loss, awakening, and rebirth. Again, Carl Jung didn't give us answers. He gave us a map, symbols, stories, archetypes, the tools to navigate what only you can walk. And if you're on the path, if life has cracked you open or called you inward, know this: you are not alone. The soul always seeks wholeness, and it never stops calling.